everything you need to know about our new signing, Ross Barkley. Hello there guys, and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for another video today, which is obviously about Ross Barkley and everything you need to know about our new signing, like I said, Ross Barkley. Obviously, like I said, it would happen in my preview earlier. We have now officially signed Ross Barkley from Everton for a fee of £15 million. First of all, he's 24 years old, just turned 24 as well on December 5th, obviously born in 1993. He's a centre attacking midfielder who can also play in centre midfield, but has also featured on the wings on a few occasions as well. He's 6'2" or 1 metre and 86 centimetres tall, so definitely on the taller side of things, with his right foot being a strong foot. And as Antonio Conte stated in today's press conference, Barkley is physically very strong, while also having a very good technique. Barkley is born in Liverpool and has actually been at Everton since the age of 12 and has been part of the first team since summer of 2011. During that time, he had two very short loan spells, one at Sheffield Wednesday for 2 months at the start of the 2012-13 season, and an even shorter loan spell at Leeds for just 1 month from January to February of the same season. Over his whole career at Everton, he's featured in 179 games, scoring 27 and assisting another 28 goals, with 22 games and 2 goals for the English national teams as well, making his debut in September of 2013. He played 36 Premier League games last season, scored 5 goals and assisted 9, while in the 15-16 season he actually featured in all 38 Premier League games with 8 goals and 8 assists. Generally, he isn't very injury prone at all actually, but he has missed the whole of the 17-18 season so far with a very serious hamstring injury, which left a serious and massive scar on his leg actually. So he hasn't played in a competitive game since May of 2017. Other than that, he hasn't had a single injury since October of 2014, so like I said, not injury prone. Now, why did we manage to sign a 24-year-old English player for only £15 million? Like I explained in a preview earlier today, his contract with Everton was running out at the end of the season after Barkley himself didn't want to sign the contract extension offer by Everton last summer because he wanted to move on to better and bigger things really. I assume that all of you know that we were about to sign him in the summer obviously, and then Barkley apparently just walked out of the medical check. Well, I don't believe that to be true. I think our medical team discovered that his hamstring injury was far worse than originally expected, and that's why we didn't sign him then, but now. And by doing so, we also saved ourselves the cheeky £20 million. So why wouldn't we have done that? Because he wouldn't have been able to feature from August till December anyway, because, you know, he hasn't featured for Everton and he hasn't fully returned from injury yet. So that would have just been a completely wasted 20 million and seems a much better idea to actually sign him now instead. Now, the main question that a lot of fans are asking, where does Ross Barkley actually fit into our team? Well, I see him in 2 different positions. Obviously, we don't play a normal centre attacking midfielder, which is his main position, but he can certainly play in centre of midfield. Probably best suited to play there when we play in the 3-5-2 formation, but also in a 3-4-3. There is a place for him, and not just in centre of midfield. Even though we all call it a 3-4-3 formation, it's more of a 3-4-2-1, with the 2 wingers, usually Hazard and Willian or Pedro, playing more like wide number 10s, like wide centre attacking midfielders, rather than actual wingers, as the wingback's job is to provide the width in the team and, you know, put the crosses in and just be out on the actual wings. And don't forget Tottenham, for example, play a 3-4-3 or, like I said, 3-4-2-1 a lot as well, and their wingers, wide centre attacking midfielders, are usually Dele Alli and Christian Eriksen, with whom in Son obviously playing there at times, who plays as more of a winger. But still, Dele Alli and Christian Eriksen are certainly no wingers, and they play basically in that position as well. And I can see Ross Barkley fitting in there on their right-hand side quite well actually, offering some height, offering some power, and also a good shot from distance, which at the moment we just don't really have, especially compared to Willian and Pedro, who are quick off the mark and very agile, but not strong, not tall, which is obviously, you know, can be helpful for Alvaro Morata as well, because he doesn't have to win every ball that gets kicked long from, you know, obviously the defenders or the goalkeeper. So I think there are definitely positions in the team that he wouldn't do badly in at all. And I don't think many people actually thought about him playing in that position instead of Willian or Pedro, you know. And not many think of that. But like I said, Tottenham kind of do it as well. And I think that's most likely where he will play the most, because he's not defensive enough to play instead of Bakayoko, and he's a very different kind of player to Cesc Fabregas, although, like I said, I could see him playing instead of Fabregas in a 3-5-2, or instead of Bakayoko in a 3-5-2 as well when we play, say, lesser teams. My opinion on it is Ross Barkley isn't my dream signing at all. But I don't think he's an awful signing. I don't think anyone will deny that he's a very talented player who probably hasn't made enough of his talent over the last few years. And at least in my opinion, he hasn't improved as much as you'd expect at that age over the last few seasons. But that can change very quickly at a bigger club with better players and a better manager, obviously like Chelsea is compared to Everton. And again, £50 million for a 24-year-old English player is an absolute bargain. Even if it's just because his contract was running out. You don't really get a lot of English players that are still young for 50 million that are, you know, at a decent level, and Barkley certainly is at a very decent level. Like I said in the preview today, let's hope he can fully recover from his injury very soon. I don't think he's far off recovering, or maybe he's already injury free and just working on his fitness after obviously not having played in a competitive game for 7 months. But other than that, that's really it from me. But leave me all of your thoughts on Ross Barkley, on us signing Ross Barkley down in the comment section below. What do you think about him playing on that right hand side in a 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1? You know, have you ever thought about that? You know, just what are your opinions on that? Leave it down in the comment section below. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Don't forget to check out my social media, which is Last1507, as you can see over here on both Instagram and Twitter. That'd be class if you could follow me there. And also don't forget to subscribe to 100% Chelsea if you haven't already. Just click that button up there and you can subscribe. We've actually hit 45,000 subscribers today, so thank you for that. Massively do appreciate that. But anyway, up the Chelsea. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.